Okay. Wednesday, 5 p.m. PST. Stoked. So, technically we only have an hour. Not that that's ever stopped me before, but let's drop right in, yeah? So hopefully you've gathered everything you might need. Blocks and props and straps and blankets and bolsters. Makeshift or Amazon delivered. Whatever you got, whatever you need. Yeah? Cool. And take one last look around, right? Everything's in place, you're good, it's good for an hour, right? One last little peek. And then come on in onto your mat, into your body. And as you meet your body, right? Again, whatever you need to do. A little wiggle, a little roll the shoulders. How's your neck doing? Right? Whatever it might be. And then the aim starts to become, or turns to, steady. Right? Steady and balance. So as the weight shifted side to side, or if you rounded back, or press forward, try and find some balance in the side body, in the front and the back body. Down through the feet. Balanced release of the hips. And without too much practice, you'll be able to tune into your hips, your hip flexors, the front of the hips. And start to feel which one's gripped more than the other. Maybe you can let that one go a little bit, find balance. So turned inwards, steady, balanced, grounded, lifted. Right? Once you get that connection to earth, because of that connection to earth, you can lift up, right? Lift the ribs off the hips, lengthen the spine, straight up. Back of the head lifts, chin down. Match that with the lift of the chest maybe, but not the shoulders. The shoulders are back, they're down. There's some ease there. Grounded, balanced, centered, lifted. There you go. Amongst all this, comfortable, at ease. Measure of relaxation. Maybe it's just the jaw that relaxes right now, but do that. And then once the physical body starts to fall into line, we get subtler with our awareness. We maybe start to use the breath more mindfully. There you go. Open up those lines of communication between all the different bodies that you are. Hear what you hear, feel what you feel. There's your work, right? It's speaking to you. It's always here, it's always now. We do what's right in front of us. Beautiful. So as the inner and the outer space starts to get quieter, clearer, more clear. Then we can maybe exert a little more effort in and around the breath. Still grounded, still lifted, still balanced. Turn the bulk of your awareness to your breathing. And at first it's just the realization in, out. Stay with that awareness for a few rounds. In, out. Still grounded, still balanced, still centered. Make sure you're comfortable and it's steady. You can change your shape all the way in and out. Make sure we're breathing through the nose. And start to work with it. Lengthen it, deepen it, slow it down, smooth it out, these breaths. And y'all know the drill, but I get paid to remind you. As you inhale, abdomen expands, diaphragm draws down, lungs fill completely. Pause it full. As long as you're comfortable, when it's time, abdomen in, unless you're pregnant, diaphragm up, empty the lungs completely. All the way empty. Exhale more. Pause there. Don't get anxious. When it's time, go back to full. Find your deep, smooth, full rhythm. A rhythm you can keep steady throughout your practice that will guide you, that's reliable, that will move you, reveal you, heal you. Right? The breath does those things. Commit to it. Maybe it's time to bring the hands together, the thumbs the center of the chest. Maybe it's not, maybe you already have. Make a shape, find a shape and a gesture that demands, creates, deepens, focus, presence, discipline, devotion. Simple gesture. So many effects. Why are you here? I got something brewing, but I keep hearing similar kind of stuff. And I used to say this all the time. Why are you here? Set an intention, frame it as prayer, aim high. Aim high. Aim to the highest. And all lower aims are thereby achieved. Aim high. Eventually we'll figure out that we gotta work our way through it, but we'll get there. Aim beyond what you think is your capacity. Your mind is holding you back. Pierce through those veils. Aim to the highest. You're in good company. We have satsang. We'll walk you there. We'll go there together. We like to call it home. Let's do that. Let's walk each other there. We'll continue with the sound of 3 ohms. Right? You're welcome to join us. Let it wash over you. Exhale completely wherever you are. And take a unified breath, so a full breath in together. Complete breath out. Together. When you're ready, inhale 3 ohms. You've aimed high, your sights are set, and if you don't know what high is, it's Om. You can take Om, make that your highest, whatever comes up for you. Right? Stay focused, stay clear, keep doing the work. We'll walk each other there. We're going to continue standing. There's no rush. If you need to play around the floor some more, do that. When you're ready, right, wake up your legs at the very least when you're ready. Maybe you forward fold, standing for a few moments. Stand up, roll up maybe through your spine. whatever you need to do to get to your feet. Yeah, and yeah, you can just stand up. Awesome. Last chance to fix your camera view so I can see more than just your crotch, but if that's what we're going with, it's all good. All right. So once you do get to your feet, yeah, we plant them top of your mat. Whatever you need to do. The feet can stay apart. Eventually they come together. Right? Whatever suits you, but wherever they land, we want to find that balance again. Foot to foot, front to back, in and out. Lift and spread the toes. Maybe spread the fingers. That might send the toes wider. Put them back down. Yeah, pushing down to those feet, grounded still. Strong in the legs, grip the quadriceps, lift the kneecaps, plug the tail. Keep lifting the rib cage, lengthen the spine. Shoulders back and down. Right? Balance, balance, balance. Notice the imbalance and the efforts that you're constantly making, right, to work with that. Hands to the side of the legs maybe. Chin in and down, back of the head lifted. Breath still deep, that ujjayi breath. Back of the throat. Deep, abdominal, diaphragmatic, slow. Then pause at full and empty. And we'll move, real simple. Exhale completely here, go all the way to empty. Wait for your inhale. As you inhale, lift your arms up. Knees stay lifted, legs stay strong, lift the chest, maybe the gaze. Eventually the palms might come together, and then wait for the exhale to turn the palms out and simply release the arms. Keep the legs strong, keep the ribs lifted, let the arms, the chin, the breath go empty. Wait for your breath, not my cue. Lift your arms again as you inhale. Tail stays plugged, legs stay strong, lift and lengthen, reach the fingertips higher, maybe look up, maybe hands together, wait for your exhale. Turn the palms out, float the arms back down. Don't collapse the waist, keep the ribs lifted, the core engaged. Right? Just move the arms within the breath. One more time like that, real simple. Inhale, arms lift, tail stays plugged. Lengthen straight up, reach up, maybe look up, be here at full. Feel the tug in the waist as you stretch higher. Your exhale, you release your arms back to your side body. All the way to empty. And just land. Right? We'll start folding, we'll start getting to the back body, the legs, a little bit more. Inhale, reach up, look up, stretch. Wait for your exhale and dive forward. Legs strong, spine long until you need to bend the knees. If you do, to bring the hands down to blocks or the floor, drop the head, empty. The inhale is to lengthen forward, so we look forward, we stretch the legs, lengthen the spine. That might bring the hands to the shins. And as you exhale, fold again. You can soften the knees to accommodate the legs or the lower back, let the head go, empty. And then wait for the inhale and rise. Stretch the legs, heart forward, arms out, tip up, reach up, look up. And as you exhale, release the arms, stand tall. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Yeah, be ahead of me or behind me. You do you. Follow your breath. Inhale, reach up. Twice more like that. Reach up, stretch up. Wait for the exhale. Keep the strength and length and dive forward. Pour the breath out of yourself too. Over your legs, soften the knees, drop the head, empty. Inhale to stretch. The legs, the spine, the arms, shift the weight forward, look forward. Wait for the exhale, fold again. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Wait for the inhale to rise. As you inhale, heart forward, arms out, sweep up. Look up, reach up. And as you exhale, release the arms, the chin, not the legs, they're strong, not the waist, it's long. Go to empty. Beautiful. Twice more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Wait for the inhale to lengthen, just follow the breath. Wait for the exhale, fold again. Inhale and rise, heart forward, arms out, reach up, stretch. Exhale, stand tall, release breath, chin, shoulders, arms, empty. One more time, you don't need me, follow your breath, go. back to Dasana, top of your mat, legs strong, spine long, breath deep. At least the jaw relaxed, maybe even the brow, and the palms. There you go. Take one breath here together, full breath in. Complete breath out. And then we'll keep flowing in the breath. Inhale, reach up, sweep the arms overhead, stretch. Keep the length and the strength. Use it to dive forward, fold. This time the inhale is to prepare, so lengthen forward, bring the palms flat to step back to a high push-up, and then as you exhale, lower. Maybe the knees first, elbows bend, land flat on the floor. Use the inhale to explore. Lengthen, lift as you breathe in. Right? Maybe a bit of movement, and as you exhale, release, roll back down. And play with a few more breaths here. Inhale. Push the hands, drawing the mat towards you. Lengthen, lift the front body, maybe the gaze. Now as you exhale, you can lower, or you can stay up and move a little bit. Right? Inhale, lift again, or lift higher. And this time as you exhale and release, push back to your knees, tuck your toes, lift up, down dog. We'll come right back, but inhale first, come forward again, high plank. You can lower to the floor every time, or exhale, lower halfway to chaturanga. Wherever you go, wait for the inhale. Your inhale to lengthen, lift into the back bend, and then your exhale to send the hips up and back. Drop the head, straighten the legs. Down dog. Child's pose is always an option. So is handstand, so is more push-ups, so is a bathroom break. What do you need? Yeah. If you're in the down dog, when you come back to it, make sure there's balance in the hands and the feet. One's not ahead of the other. Right? From side to side, inside, outside of the hands and the feet, the weight's balanced. Spread the fingers, press the inner hand especially. Push the front of the mat away from you and lift your hips higher. How far can you, yeah, nice. How far can you get your hips from your wrists and then drop your head? Breathe. Right? If you haven't already, you need to. Maybe you walk the legs out a little bit. Nice. Really drop the head, let it go completely. Nice, Mike. Yeah, even more. Let it go. Perfect. Exhale completely here. Take one more breath. Full breath in together. Lengthen. Keep that length. Exhale, press down through the heels, all the way empty. When you're empty, soften your knees. Look forward as you inhale. Step or float, top of the mat. Right? Lengthen as you rise. Same breath. Fold as you exhale. Go to empty. Inhale to rise. Exhale, stand tall. Nice. One full round, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up before we start playing with it. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Got it. Inhale to prepare. So get the weight into the hands. Step back, jump back, lower halfway or all the way. Skip the push-up or add in 2 extra. Right? What do you need? Use the inhale to lengthen, lift even higher. Roll the shoulders back and down. And as you exhale, release, push back, downward facing dog, empty. 3 breaths here. And I've said it, but I meant it. Your down dog can look suspiciously like a child's pose anytime. Exhale completely. 2 more breaths here, but you're counting, right? Full breath in, all the way out. How about 1 more? Drop your head. All the way to empty. On empty, soften your knees, look forward, step, walk, or float, both feet top of the mat. As you arrive, lengthen, shift the weight forward. As you exhale, fold, all the way empty. And as you inhale, rise. Heart forward, arms out, reach up, look up. And as you exhale, stand tall. Keep the legs strong, spine long though. Just take a couple breaths here. Right? We aimed high. Reset that focus. Right? Notice if you got distracted. Obviously there's a work along the way, but let's focus on that instead of what's swirling around. 1 step at a time, but we aim to the highest. There you go. We'll Play around with that sun salutation a little bit. Exhale completely here, go to empty. Next inhale, reach your arms up, stretch up, look up. And as you exhale, dive, fold forward. Inhale, prepare. Bend the knees, bring the hands flat. Step or float, lower halfway or all the way. Right? Perfect. Use the inhale if you're flowing to lengthen, lift the front body. And the exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. And then right away, next inhale, lift your right leg up. Press the left heel down, really stretch. And as you exhale, take the right knee towards the face, rocking forward, rounding the spine. Inhale, up and back again. Left heel down, right leg lifts. Exhale, rocking forward, squeezing in to chin, to nose, maybe forehead. Inhale, up and back again, lengthen. Exhale, your nose, squeeze in. Stay here one breath. Inhale, puff up. Exhale, squeeze out. And then look forward. Step the right foot to the right thumb. Tense your fingers for a moment. Turn your left heel in. Angle the left foot forward at an angle. Right hip back, left hip forward. Pressing down, we're going to stand up. Now we're going to play with this warrior one shape a little bit. So maybe start with your hands on your hips. Right hip drawing back, left hip rolling forward. Outer edge left foot pressing, right foot planted. Tail plugged in. Perfect. We're going to straighten the right leg. Maybe focus for a moment on the big toe mounds, the back heel again. The legs are straight and strong. The hips have squared now. Perfect. Exhale completely here. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. You can look up. And then as you exhale, bend into your right leg, lunging, sweep your arms forward, shoulder height, palms up, lunge deep. Inhale, straighten the right leg, sweep the arms to the side and up, maybe look up. And as you exhale, lunge into right leg, sweep the arms forward, shoulder height, palms up, outer edge, left foot pressing. Inhale, a couple more times. Inhale, straighten, square now, press down, reach up. Exhale, sweep forward. One more time up, inhale. One more time forward, exhale. Nice. This time bring the palms together, the thumbs to the center of the chest. Take a moment to lift your back heel. Right? The hands can come to the hips if you need. We're going to lean forward, looking ahead of the mat. Challenging balance. When you're ready, you might take a couple steps to eventually lift the left leg off the floor and start to tip forward. You can just, right, do the dance here. You swing the arms a little, use the wall. Eventually, there's a balance in that right foot. Straight, strong right leg. Extend through the left. Drop the left hip. The hands can stay where they are. They can reach back, look out, or forward. One more breath here. Full breath in. Complete breath out. Nice. We're coming through and up. Soften the right knee. Swing the left leg forward and up. Stand tall. Lift that left knee up towards you. Yeah? Perfect. So you can hold the left knee. Right? You can hang out here for a few moments. You can stay here the whole time. Right? Use your gaze. Look out at the floor ahead of you for balance. Maybe the hands are at the hips. Maybe palms together, thumbs to heart. Yeah, we're going to play a little bit. Inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, straighten your left leg forward. Extend it. As you inhale, sweep the left leg down. Don't touch down. Lift the knee back up. Exhale, extend. Right? Again like that. Inhale, sweep the leg down. Lift the knee up. Be here at full. Extend all the way empty. Now this time, as you inhale and sweep the leg, soften the right knee. Hands to the floor. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. And as you exhale, either do your push-up or go straight to down dog. There you go. I let you off the hook. It's just a few of those. Lengthen, lift, open up. Exhale all the way back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. There's no rush, right? So if you feel steady and supported in down dog, great. If you need to come to your knees, to child's pose, to catch your breath, to settle the heart, do that. Got maybe another breath and a half. Exhale completely. One more breath here. All the way up. Other side, yeah? Next inhale, lift the left leg up. So lift and lengthen, press the right heel down, really stretch your left side of the body, and then you're rocking forward, yeah? Knee towards the face, right? Nose, chin, forehead, inhale up and back again. We'll do this twice more. Exhale, rock forward, go all the way to empty, lift the upper back. Inhale, lengthen, stretch. Exhale, squeeze the knee in. Stay here, one breath. Squeeze it out, puff up. Look forward, step left foot to left thumb. Take the time here to ground that back foot, angle the right toes forward, right heel pressing. Hip squaring, and we stand up. Take your time, get your feet. Right leg straight and strong, hips squaring, level. There you go. Focus the gaze out in front of you. And then you can play with straightening the left leg. Focus to the big toe mounds, the base of the big toe, left and right foot. And then the outer edge right foot as well. There. Hips level, square. Exhale completely, release the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up. You can look up. As you exhale, lunge into the left leg, sweep the arms forward, shoulder height, palms up. Keep going. Inhale, straighten, squaring, reaching, stretching. Exhale, sweep the arms forward, palms up, arms straight. If you want to challenge balance even more, twice more, close the eyes. Optional. Exhale, sweep forward. One more time up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Be here at full. Wait for the exhale and sweep deep into this lunge. Right leg is strong. Beautiful. Palms together, thumbs to heart. Lift that back heel. So use your gaze for balance. The hands can come to hips. You can step the right foot a couple times. Eventually lift. Tip forward. Virabhadrasana 3. Warrior 3. Yeah. Eventually the left leg gets strong, straight. So does the right. Lift the right heel. Keep the heart lifted. Drop the right hip. Reach where you need to reach. Forward, back, out. If there's someone beside you, you get bonus points if you knock them over. There you go. One more breath here. Full pose. Make it sing. All the way out. And then use the inhale. Soften the left knee. Sweep the right leg through and up. Yeah, so stand tall. Take your time. You can use your hand on your shin. Left hand on your hip. You can be right here. Right, use your gaze. Don't look at me. Right, look at the floor. Find a point that's not going to move. You can stay just like this. Maybe both hands to hips. Together at the heart possibly. 3 times, yeah? Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, sweep the leg down and up. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, extend the right leg forward. All the way empty. Don't rush. Inhale, sweep. And lift. Exhale, extend. One more. Inhale, sweep the leg down. Lift the knee up. Full. Don't rush. Exhale, extend. And this time, if you inhale, sweep the leg down. Bend the left leg. Hands to the floor. Step right foot, step left foot. And as you exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Go to down dog, child's pose. Whatever you need, you got it. And take at least 3 breaths in the down dog. Again, you can rest. Stay awake, keep the fingers spread, the inner hands pressing, the arms gripping, the spine lengthening. And if this stuff is collapsing, another breath here, you can rest. Exhale completely, go all the way to empty. And when you're ready, soften the knees, look forward. As you inhale, step or float, top of the mat, lengthen as you arrive. Fold as you exhale. Inhale and rise. Lengthen forward, reach out, reach up, stretch. And as you exhale, release the arms, the chin, the breath, stand tall, empty. And just land. Right? Resist the impulse to fix or fidget, manage or manipulate. And either we've found a greater measure of balance, or we've become more aware of the imbalance and more invested or interested in the work. Or writing a grocery list, I don't know, right? Wherever you're at. get caught up in the trivial, the fleeting, the unreal. Let's lift our gaze, lift our aim higher. Rise above it. Stay grounded, roots deep, but rise above it. Into the high. Alright. We're going to turn to face the side of the mat. So whatever you do to get lengthwise, take a big step. Okay. Nice wide stance, facing the side, you got it. Okay. Left toes in slightly, right toes point out. And you can play with the distance of your feet, the length of your feet. Okay? Right big toe mound especially is pressing, outer edge left feet. Foot pressing, legs are strong, spine is long, arms shoulder height. Right? Use the breath. As you inhale, lengthen the right side of the body out along the right leg. At your edge, right hand lands, knee, shin, ankle, whatever. Maybe the left hand starts on the hip. By taking the left hand to the hip, you can look down. Right? You can ground that right big toe again. You can activate that left foot. Strong in the leg. Maybe you can push the hips forward and lean back a little bit. Yeah. And then use the left shoulder blade. So roll the left shoulder back and down. Turn it into the back of the chest to turn the chest towards the ceiling. That will get you some movement in the middle of the spine, maybe. Beautiful. If you can keep all those actions, maybe you peel the left arm straight up. You might eventually look up. Right? Whatever you're doing, you're breathing. Right? Using the inhale to lengthen, you're expanding obviously. The exhale, you get to spiral, you get to spin, you get to squeeze. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen. It's behind you a bit, Asia. Lean back. You take the block behind you maybe. Yeah. Lift the chest. Brighten it all up. Aha. Longer. 1 more. All the way empty. Exhale completely. Looking down on empty. Use the inhale nice and strong. Come all the way back up. If the way is clear, you just switch your feet and you go. If you want to let your arms go, do that. Roll the shoulders. Then switch the feet. Get the legs. Focus on the left. Big toe mound. Outer edge right foot. Lift the ribs. Get the arms back and use the breath. As you inhale, lengthen the left side of the body along the left leg at your edge. Left hand down, lands. Right hand probably to the hip to start. And if the way is clear, you go. Don't wait for me, I'm slow. Yeah. Maybe you push the hips forward, lean back. Use that right shoulder blade to turn the chest towards the ceiling. Right, hips forward, lengthen with the chest. Keep breathing. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, try and turn the ribs a bit maybe. Eventually you might reach up, you might look up. But keep that action in the shoulder. The right shoulder especially, roll the left shoulder too. Take 3 more breaths here. Steady gaze, relaxed jaw. It's behind you, Taylor. Lean back. Come higher. Lean back. Breathe. Yeah, exactly. Keep playing with that. Okay, 1 more breath here. Full breath in. Complete breath out. On empty, we look down, nice and strong. Inhale, come up. This time, left toes turn in, hands come to the hips. And nice wide stance, blocks in front of you. Need them if you have them. Hands to hips. You lift and lengthen the front body. Plug the tail in. You can stay in a back bend for a while. Eventually, we're going to fold forward. So take the time to lift, and you can stay, and you can arch back. When you're ready, exhale, dive forward. And then when you can, hands to the floor, or the blocks, right? Or the chair. You got it, fold. Yeah. Dodge your neighbor. And you're going to play with it. Once the hands come down to the blocks or to the floor, notice that you sent your seat way back, the knees are bent, the shoulders are sort of collapsed. Right? Bring some more awareness to the feet. Maybe walk the hands forward a bit and straighten the arms. Come out of the fold to straighten the legs. Play with getting the legs strong. Yeah, keep going, Mike. If you have blocks or if you have a chair, if you come out of the fold a little bit, you'll be able to really grip your quadriceps. Lift your kneecaps, stabilize that joint, and then press the knees back, stretch the legs. There you go, Jody. Keep going. Straight and strong. Bright, long waist. Yes. Yeah, at least visit that kind of a place. Beautiful. Take a few more breaths here. And if the wave's clear, you go, right? Hands come down, maybe the head comes down, maybe the feet go up. I don't know. Keep breathing. One more breath here, all the way in. All the way out. You stay until you feel complete, there's no rush. Inhale, lengthen forward. From here, we're going to heel toe the feet in until they're about as wide as your hips. Heels in, toes out. We try and squat straight down. Now, if in squatting down, the heels stay lifted, maybe you keep your hands on the floor for balance, for support. Right? Eventually, the heels might come down. If the knees don't close out completely, if you can't drop right into this, maybe you sit on a stack of books or a block or two. Sometimes movement helps. You can sort of swing side to side, little bounce. Even roll inside the legs and drop the head. Sometimes upper arms to inner knees, palms together, thumbs to heart. And if you're into standing on your hands, right, you want to play with crow pose or bakasana, real simple. Hands come to the floor in front of you, plug the knees into the back of the arms, and you play with your practice. Right? Eventually you fly. Whatever it is, you're breathing, breathing, breathing. Yeah. Grounding, balance, center. Always, you stay in this squat, serving you. Eventually, you might need the hands behind you. Maybe you can just drop your feet straight down. You might want to squeeze your knees in, give yourself a bit of a hug here. You can drop the head, a little bit of a rock. Cool. I let you swing your legs around however you like. Eventually, you're just going to extend your legs forward. Find your feet. Right? Tip the tail back a little, walk the feet out behind you maybe. You might even sit up on a low block or a folded blanket to help you tip the pelvis forward eventually. Cool? And from here, we're going to bend the right leg again. So lift the right knee towards the ceiling, bring the right heel in towards the feet, and then you're going to drop your right knee out to the right. Bringing the right foot, the sole of the foot, into the inner thigh, maybe the heel to the groin, maybe the foot's further along the leg, it might even be as far as the knee. Maybe you place a block outside that right knee for support. Find your feet again. Turn over the left leg, so sort of twist a little bit. Left. Lift the chest. Inhale, lift the arms. And as you exhale, sweep your arms forward and down, catching what you can. So the ankle, the shin, the foot. Right? And then just use the breath. Inhale, roll the spine forward. Exhale, pull yourself deeper. Right? And if you're still almost sitting upright, that's cool. Maybe you're using a strap on that left foot. Right? Wherever you are, just use the breath. The inhale to lengthen. Roll the spine forward. Exhale, drawing a little bit deeper maybe. Eventually the head drops to the knee. Janu Shirshasana. Head to knee pose. Beautiful. Let me take a few more breaths here. How about 2 more breaths? You got it. 1 more breath. All the way out. Inhale. Lengthen, straighten the arms, release the hands, walk them back towards you, come upright. From here, we're going to start to turn to the right a little bit. Take the right hand out behind you at an angle from the right hip. As you turn to the right, take the right knee down, left foot flat, lift the seat, lift the hips. Maybe lift and reach the left arm. You got it. And we're just stretching to the left side of the body. Doesn't have to be pretty. Right? Just feel as you inhale, lengthen, expand. As you exhale, stretch a little bit deeper. Maybe turn one way or the other. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, just release that. Come back down to your seat. Turn forward again. Lift the right knee up. Extend the right leg forward. And we'll do the other side. Right? Bend the left leg. Draw the heel in. Right? Knees aren't the same. Hips aren't the same. Legs aren't the same. Pay attention here. Drop the left leg out. Knee down, maybe supported. Heel can be into the groin or away. Turn over that right leg a bit. Draw the right feet back. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, wave forward, down, fold. Catch what you catch. The shin, the ankle, the foot, right? Or the hands over, below, beyond the foot. Right? Use the inhale, lengthen as you inhale. Draw deeper as you exhale. Again, maybe just working with the strap, right? A quarter of the way down. Maybe you've caught the foot, you're like halfway there. Eventually, and drawing the right hip back, releasing the left knee more. Turning left ribs towards right inner thigh. And eventually, head to knee. Janu Shirshasana. Couple more breaths. One more. Right. Your way, right? Inhale to peel yourself back up. Turn to the left a little bit. Reach that left arm out at an angle behind you from the left hip. Turn left. Press the left knee down. Lift the seat, the hips. Extend through the right leg. Maybe reach. You can bend the elbow and catch the back of the head if you need that kind of support. Reach, big arc through the right side of the body, a couple more breaths, you can play, you can roll around a little, right? And then when you're ready, release back down. Turn back forward. Lift the left knee, extend the left leg forward. Cool. Then from here, we did this on Sunday. Wonderful teacher I used to practice with, named Michael Stone, did this with me a few times. There's a whole bunch more to it. But maybe just play with this little exercise. With the legs extended, right? We're going to lift the right foot up and take it out to the right and put the right heel back down. Cool? And we're going to lift the right leg again, but this time even higher. Lift the right leg even higher and take it further out to the right and put it back down. Try not to use your hands. It's tough, yeah? Lift the left heel. Take it out to the left, put it back down. Yeah? And then do it again, lift left heel even higher. Take it out to the left, put it back down. Alright, there you go. Right? And if you need to wiggle or play with this a little bit, the legs might not have gone very far, that's fine. As you grab over top of my feet to extend and lengthen the back of the legs. Some of us are going to need our hands behind us. Yeah, even point the fingers back, tent the fingers, push into the fingertips to lift the chest. And this might be it. This might be the extent of it. We're working to tip the pelvis forward. So maybe walk the seat back a little. Right? Keep the ribs lifted. Breathe here. Now if you can keep this lift and bring the hands inside the legs, great. If you can't, great. The hands come forward. You're working here. Maybe pulling the floor towards you to help you roll the pelvis forward even more. And if the wave's clear, you go. Right? Eventually, maybe the forearms come down. Some of us like to lie flat. Right? Go to your edge and breathe. Upavishta Konasana. Wide ankle, wide leg, forward fold. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And I'll tell you what, I often get more out of just being upright, with the fingers lengthened out behind me, right? Working on the pelvis a little bit. Yeah, play with it. And play with the roll of the thighs. The pelvis rolls forward, maybe the thighs roll out. Stretch the legs, lift the ribs. There's core work going on. There you go. depth in a lot of these shapes has as much to do about skeletal variation, the fact that skeletons are all made different, than it does about prowess in yoga. Right? It's just the way the body's made. And if you're encountering what you might call tight, maybe recognize it as strength that you need for something. It exists for a reason. Right? So that's okay. Just want to find some balance. Take a couple more breaths here. One. Full breath in. Complete breath out. Nice and easy. As you inhale, walk the hands back towards you, all the way upright. Might be nice to catch the outside the knees, outside the legs, and bend the knees up towards the ceiling. Bring them in. A little hug. Yeah. One more seated pose here. We're simply going to drop the knees out to the side now. Bring the soles of the feet towards each other. And you might have the heels really close to the groin. The heels might be further away. Right? You might have to play with walking the seat out behind you a little. I like to hold the instep with the thumbs, fingers over top, and massage the hips a little bit. Right? A little bounce here. Right? A little flutter. Do this for a while. Massage for the hips. And then you can stay with it, it can start to settle. This might be enough here. Yeah. Eventually we're going to start to tip forward. So walking the seat out behind you maybe. And as you tip forward, it might be that the elbows come to your knees and you kind of push on them a little and keep lengthening forward. Right? Eventually you get a little bit deeper, maybe the forearms come over top, the shins in front of the shins, elbows to the floor. Someday you roll in and you put your big toes into your mouth. No, I'm kidding. Put the forehead, the top of the head into the feet. Right? Anywhere along that path. So again, maybe still upright. Maybe still massaging the hips with that bounce. If you're close enough, a block on its end might be nice in front of you to put your forehead on. Rest your forehead. Block. Or three, you can make a little block tower. This is definitely one of those poses that as you stay in and send the right kind of messaging, right, with deep breaths, without any force, you're safe, you're supported, you're present. The body will start to give itself over to you more and more and more. It will release. You'll get those clunks. And then you walk the seat a little bit. Maybe you pull the heels in closer, press the knees a bit deeper. And fold further. But to get that progression, you got to stay. Right? Nothing wrong with staying in these poses. Breathing. You got it. 4 or 5 more breaths here. I'll let you count. Nice, deep, long, slow breath. Don't get distracted. And I apologize if I was what you just distracted you. Stay with the breath. Allow the body to release again, maybe 1 or 2 more times even. 2 or 3 more breaths. When you're ready and you feel complete, release whatever you're holding and just roll yourself back up. one more time. Give yourself a squeeze here. And you get to choose. We're going to roll onto our back. So you can use the hand support. You can catch the legs and roll through. You can reach forward and roll through. You can float the feet. Right? Row, row, row your boat a little bit. There you go. Lengthen and lower. Perfect. Once you do get to the ground, maybe draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug, a squeeze, a little rock from side to side. Alright. And come back to center. Bring the feet down to the floor. So just drop the feet down, those knees point up. Arms open out into a T. Lift the hips just an inch off the ground and take them over to the right. Put them back down. Lift the knees back up towards the chest and then roll them to the left. The knees towards the left armpit, roll around the hip. Legs drop over to the left. Whatever organization you need, the knees splay apart, they stay together. You can encourage the knees with your hand, your left hand, as you work the right shoulder down. Play with that balance. You can extend one or both legs. Right? Yogi's choice, you can wrap them up in a bow. Just keep using the breath. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to deepen. You can take the head right out of it. You look forward, you can look away from the twist. Just find a few more moments, a handful of breath. At least a couple more. And when you're ready, we're just switching sides. So roll back to center, maybe put the feet back down, shift the hips over. And take the hips the other way. Kick the hips out to the left, put them back down, lift the knees up towards the chest, roll them to the right, towards the armpit and to the floor. Play with that left shoulder. Won't be the same from side to side, it's not supposed to be. Block between the knees, encourage the top leg with the hand, wrap the legs up, whatever serves you here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Couple more breaths. And the roll center, through whatever you need to do to find your way to Shavasana. So if there's a legs up situation you want to go through, just the legs or shoulder stand, and you can continue your practice. You can even mute me right now, pause me right now if you're watching the video, and do your shoulder stand cycle. Do some pranayama, some meditation before Shavasana. Okay. Maybe just simply slide flat onto your back. Feet wide, arms wide. Bolster under the knees, maybe. Maybe something low under the head. See if you can get heavy, melty in the shoulders and the hips. Just take that down through the limbs. Let the legs go, let the arms go. Let gravity take them. Do the same to the spine. Let the spine go to earth. Let gravity take it. Right up to the head. The head's heavy. The eyes sink deep. And furrow the brow. Release the jaw. And let even the breath control go. Give the breath back. And relax. Completely relax. hopefully you take all the time you need. Staying here is what you need. If you're not complete, stay. When you're ready to come back, deepen the next breath. And deepen another. The movement back through the fingers, the toes, they wiggle, wrists, the ankles, they roll. Maybe stretch the limbs, the legs, they stretch, the arms, maybe reach overhead, inhale and stretch, stretch, stretch. And let go. Carefully draw the knees in to roll to the side, maybe the right bottom arm is a pillow, rest there for a moment. When the time's right, come on back up. Back into that seat we started in. Grounded, steady, balanced, lifted, centered. You aimed high, you aimed to the highest. On the way there, you took care of a whole bunch of the lower aims. It just happened. At some point on this journey, you realize the direction you're aiming is actually inward. The doorway to the highest is through you, not beyond you. Maybe the hands come together again, thumbs to the heart. I really am super grateful. Every time we do this, I leave feeling grateful. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate your effort. Till next time, thank you.